certain people would say, no, we need XYZ because it's sunny. And that wasn't the case for this character in this show. This isn't a story about a girl who meets a boy and they fall in love and then it's a disaster and this happens and that happens and they start running. I have a really dry sense of humor, and some people either get it or they don't.
So hi everyone, joining us at midday.com is the gorgeous Sunny Leone, who's all set to make her web debut. And that's with Anamika, an action-packed avatar. And we just saw your trailer. It's looking fabulous. Lots of action from you. A new avatar. So please tell us about what got you on board and what was the prep like?
Well, Vikram sir came to me before lockdown and we had discussed this project and we discussed everything about the character and the story. And really that was it, because I haven't done a character like this. I haven't played a character like this. It's not this dolled up character that people are expecting to see me in. And there's lots of action, which I have always said I love. And I got to work on a project that's just so close to my heart because this is something that I've always wanted to do. And I got that chance with Vikram. So I'm so happy.
And we're sure action can't be easy. There's a lot of prep that went behind that. If you could please tell us about that as well.
I know that there's lots of people that do all sorts of crazy prep. I think I did like some boxing classes just so that I could get my form in punching correct. Other than that, everything was taught to me that day or a couple days before, and it was something that I love doing. So I like to consider myself a good student, and we had a great time, and they would teach me these really crazy, intricate whole sequences of fighting, because it's not just one punch and then cut. It is an entire sequence at times of punching, kicking, throwing, pushing, so many different things. It ended up looking really, really good when we were watching the playbacks, at least.
And like you said, in film especially, unfortunately, actors do tend to get typecasted. Like you said, people do expect a glamorous avatar from you. So do you feel OTT has given you that platform to experiment and go all out with, all your different avatars?
Well, like I said, this is something that was on the table before COVID came into our lives. And between this project and some of the other ones that I have lined up, all of them are different in their own way, and most of them are sort of the opposite of what people are expecting. So I do think that OTT does provide a platform for different actors and actresses to showcase different talents. And also, the most amazing thing about Vikram sir is that he gave me a chance to be something and do something that was outside of this comfort zone that people want me to be in. He was behind me 100%, teaching me, showing me different things, and also behind me when, certain people would say, no, we need XYZ because it's sunny. And that wasn't the case for this character in this show. And I'm so happy to have him backing me in every way.
And also, you all were shooting in COVID times, which is pretty scary, I'm sure. Like a couple of people on set did test positive, and especially for you because you have young kids at home. So how did you kind of manage that?
I believe everybody's sort of calmed down now, but when we first started shooting, yes, it's like a different level of stress because you want to be as safe as possible, but you're doing your job and you're asking every second, was everybody tested on set? Is everybody wearing a mask? And Vikram sir had a few health issues. So everybody on set respected the fact that forget everything else, Vikram sir cannot get sick. It's not even an option because we're all scared of what can happen if he did get sick. So we did try our very best, and he was so good about wearing his mask always.
And please tell us about your co-stars as well. How is it with them and what's your rapport in real life like?
Working with Sunali, Shehzad, Ayaz, everyone, it was great because everybody knew what they needed to do. And we were all on the same page. And we were all thankful and grateful to have a project that I guess, feels like it doesn't fit into the norm of some of the stories that are out there. For me, anyways, this is very different. This isn't a story about a girl who meets a boy and they fall in love and then it's a disaster and this happens and that happens and they start crying. And then they get back together. This is definitely not that story. This is a story about, a girl who has lost her memory. She is a secret agent. The whole journey of how she lost her memory, what information she had, the revenge. There is a love interest of hers, and then there's the past love interest of hers as well. There's so many different layers to this, and I think that Vikram sir's writing on the show is really unbelievable, so amazing.
And you recently also attempted stand-up comedy, which is again something we've never seen you do. So are you that goofy person in real life who gets people cracking up, and do you have like any one-liners that always entertaining people?
I have a really dry sense of humor, and some people either get it or they don't. And I think that people enjoyed the stand-up because they've never really heard me speak like this before. And I don't usually speak like this out in public or in interviews especially. So I think that's maybe why people enjoyed it.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.